So I turned round to him and I said, "The whole jar?" And he said yes. And so he put the whole thing in, and I still can't walk straight.
You can't ever tell that joke in public again.
Well,
it's so offensive.
I could tell it through
It's
interpretive
so
dance,
offensive.
and then that way it's up to the listener,
You can't.
nay, the
You can't.
watcher, to decide.
No, you can't do that. You can't do it.
But I'll tell you what I can do.
What can you do?
Start a podcast. Hey, everybody!
Yay!
It's Big Damn Cast, week 4. Oh, blimey. We're all Ghostbusted out.
A month of Big Damn Cast.
So, wow, it's been a whole month by this point.
It's been a whole month.
And to celebrate, we're doing another Ghostbusters episode.
Yay!
This time we're talking about the Filmation show.
No.
We've got plenty of stuff to talk about. Star Wars Celebration has happened since we last all sat and gathered around the same microphones. We've got bits of tidbits from there.
Cool stuff happened there, but we'll get into that in a sec.
Oh yeah, Telltale have dropped their first Batman trailer, which is pretty sexy.
Yes.
And also, we've all nearly got ourselves run over by not paying attention to the world around us, thanks to a nifty new game on our phones.
Yeah, I really like Marvel Future Fight. I really like it.
I mean, you do. That was obviously an allusion to another thing, but as we're talking, Future Fight is doing its load screeny power-up thing.
It's not even doing its load screen. I'm actually auto-playing the game every time.
What?
Yeah, it plays itself once you beat the missions, so you don't have to grind. But
in
anyway,
Soviet Russia, Future Fight plays you!
The game plays you!
Hit us off, Matthew. Hit us hard and fast with your dirty, big old meaty log of news.
What's been going on with you, Chris? What have you been up to over the last week since I talked to you last?
Crying mostly.
Been crying?
I've been away working at a literature festival in Wales. A bit of weeping. Tried to get my console working. How about you, Matthew?
You watched anything interesting? You read anything interesting?
No. I was just alone in Barry. There's not really not really much you can do there.
Alone in Barry.
Not really much you can do there other than try to avoid making references to a Boosie 3 sitcom, and it's alright, the places there do it for you. There are chip shops named after characters from Gowan and Stacey. It's like
fantastic. Great.
This is the Hatfield of the of Wales, of a different country.
Terrible. Should make it a tourism location. What am I doing? I've read something.
You've been watching something too, or you've been scouting out chippies in Barry from the distance?
I've been doing things in bits and pieces. I've been playing some video games. We streamed some Ghostbusters, the video game, on Saturday night. That was quite fun. Got my streaming rig up and running, so we've got some more streams and stuff coming down the pipe for you. I had a little watch of Stranger Things on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know anything about this. Please tell me more.
Have you seen Super 8?
No, I don't know anything about this. Tell me more.
It's kind of like Super 8 in that it's clearly an homage to like the sort of 80s Steven Spielberg, Ian Spielberg,
as I live in Bream.
The 80s Ian Spielberg of
basically, while Spielberg's making movies that are making America go, someone else is making Spielbergian things.
I'm Ian Spielberg. It's got that kind of E.T. Latchkey Kids Goonies thing.
Okay.
I've only watched the first episode. I think there's 8. It's a Netflix original, so it's all dropped at the same time. And it's a bunch of kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, and then one of them goes missing on his way home, and there may be something weird, an alien happening, because something comes and is stalking him through the woods, and then he disappears. And then a girl appears who doesn't really talk, and she's got weird psychic powers. And then the government agency comes to take her away, and Winona Ryder's in it as well.
Is she just stealing things in the background?
Yeah.
The government agents are taking the girl away. Winona Ryder's like just putting a purse inside her bag.
Could say she steals the show.
She shoplifted once.
Yes.
No,
it's interesting. It's got potential. I mean, it's an 80s period piece, and it's got like children. It's not a kids show, but it's a show about kids.
Okay. It's like the first half of It.
Kind of.
Okay.
So that kind of story really gets me. Like the stories about being a child in the 80s and 90s really are kind of my jam. So yeah, that was it. It's grabbed me, and I just need to watch a bit more of it. So that's the thing.
Stranger Things.
I
shall get my eyes wrapped around it.
Also, the title font looks like the old font they use for Stephen King novels on the old cover font.
More comparisons.
So it's like, yes, it's so 80s genre-ified.
It's so 80s.
Also on the subject of Netflix, so we know that CBS is doing the Star Trek Revival TV show.
Yarb.
We don't have the CBS On Demand service over here because we don't have CBS because we're the UK. So Netflix have acquired the worldwide distribution rights for the Star Trek show that's premiering in January of next year.
Which is currently called Star Trek. That's all we
Trekking
know.
across the universe. We don't know. I believe they said it's set in the original timeline.
Oh, so it would fit in with the other shows then?
But
Oh.
they haven't said what period it's set in.
That's fine. I'm down with that.
So
I'm down with that. Imagine if they bridged the gap between Enterprise and the original series and were, good.
I don't think you need to bridge the gap between the Enterprise and the original series, because the gap between the Enterprise and the original series is the original series.
Well, there's still time. There's still a big leap. Because that way they could market. Yeah, that way they could market the whole Firefly kind of thing that Enterprise tried and failed to sort of replicate.
I mean, Enterprise was just a bad show. There's no two ways about it.
Apart from
Incidentally,
about 5 stories in season 5 where they knew they were cancelled, they went, sod it. And they just wrote whatever the hell they wanted, and suddenly it was like, oh my god, it's come alive!
incidentally,
It's a shame you're going now.
all of Star Trek is now on Netflix in the UK. So if you haven't seen the good bits of the Star Trek, I know not just Next Generation, like the whole franchise is on Netflix now.
All 5 TV series, plus the animated series. And I think a handful of the films are also on there too.
Yeah, well, there's a handful of films on there anyway, but I think all the films are on there now.
I think the 2 J.J. Abrams ones are on there too, which,
Yeah.
good to get them out of the way as a refresher before watching the third
Oh,
one. If you're
man.
remotely interested in watching
Into
the third one.
Darkness
I don't
is-
know if I'm bothered. It's really weird to say that, because I really like certain portrayals. As far as the casting goes and everything, I really enjoy everybody in those roles.
I think I'm bothered. I think I probably will see Star Trek Beyond.
Even though they've completely enveloped Idris Elba in blue foam.
Star Trek Beyond! Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. If that isn't the opening title sequence, I'm walking out. If the movie doesn't start that... Da, 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 Star Trek Beyond!
The best part about this is the bit you guys can't see.
Yeah.
It's the arm movements. The
So yeah, that has to happen.
Ask your dads. Ask your mums and dads, our younger listeners.
Madness! Pure madness!
So new Star Trek will start dropping on Netflix in the new year, the day after its American broadcast, I think is when they said it's going to be. Like,
Yeah.
they get it, and then
Yeah.
the next day UK Netflix gets it, so you can watch it in the morning.
Are we going to do
Or
a
have
Are we going to do a review of Star Trek Beyond?
I think we'll have to, yeah.
After that, I think we will.
1 star, there was no madness in the
No
soundtrack.
madness.
Suggs was fuming. So from Star Trek
Star
to
Trek.
the world's greatest detective. I'm terrible at segues. Batman is returning to your video game device very soon. Batman going through.
I'm counting on it!
Isn't it depressing that that's now like the 4th/5th best Batman movie?
What are you talking about?
Come on, let's be honest.
It's the second best behind the best Batman movie of all time, Batman Returns.
I hate you. With a fiery biblical passion.
Oh, point of contention.
It's terrible.
It's
So-
great!
So, the Happy Meal toys scarred children.
It's great!
Batman Returns, not the movie, to consoles next month. It has now been announced that on the 2nd of August, Episode 1 of Telltale's Batman will drop on PSN, Xbox Live, and on Steam. And it is the start of what looks like a heavily detective element-led story.
Yeah, episode 2 might even be out by the following August.
By Well, see, they've got to plough ahead on schedule because they've also announced, and I think I'm going to wait. Excuse me, burping. I'm going to wait for this one.
Keep it in. Oh god, no, don't do that.
I'm going to wait for the physical release, which is coming out on September the 16th, which is known as Batman the Telltale Series DLC Edition, which will be out in stores for PC and PS3, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. And it's the first 5 episodes of the 8 plus all the DLC, and it's at a relatively reasonably cheap price for a full package release.
That sounds good. I think I'm going to wait for the metaphysical release, which already came out, and it's actually coming out every second of every day.
Oh wow! How is it so far?
Groovy.
Oh. But to accompany the announcement of the release as well, and the fact that it's only like 2.5 weeks away from the first episode dropping, if you're going to be downloading it, a new trailer is out too. And it looks pretty slick. It looks like it's heavily just Bruce Wayne, Alfred, the Mob, Jim Gordon.
It looks like they went real heavy on the ink lines.
Well, it's as you said, it's in the usual Telltale style. It looks like it's from the same place as The Wolf Among Us and Game of Thrones and Back to the Future. And
they've just got a really heavy inker. I don't know what it is. It's just like jams on that.
It's a tracer. It's an inker.
God damn it.
But I'm looking forward to it. It's Troy Baker as Batman Bruce Wayne. First time I think he's got to play him seriously, aside from the Lego games.
Yeah, he's the Batman in the Lego games. When I did recognise his voice when he was Batman. When he did his Batman voice, I was like, oh, is that Conroy? But then he did his Bruce Wayne voice, like, oh no, that's Troy Baker as Troy Baker.
Can we take a moment to appreciate he's now been Batman, the Joker, Two-Face, Nightwing, Jason Todd. He's also been Tim Drake. He's all three Robins in the Arkham games.
He's been all three Robins. He's been Catwoman.
He's been in
Poison Ivy.
He's been in Poison Ivy.
He's been
in Penguin.
He was both of Penguin's henchwomen in Arkham Origins. Not a lot of people know that.
He's been in Riddler. They're terrible. All those guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please you have a cockney lady. I'm a cockney woman. That's alright. We love Nolan North, but he's not fooling us.
I'm a piece of work.
Nolan North's cockney accent is obviously not defined enough in Arkham City that in Arkham Origins, thugs make references in secret to the fact they think he's putting on the voice to sound tough. It's like, I wonder if they did that on purpose, because Nolan North's sort of like not quite entirely there with the accent.
Almost, but not
it's
quite
Cockney.
Entirely unlike Cockney.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like it's as if Dick Van Dyke had taken a couple weeks of extra lessons to actually try and refine the accent, but couldn't quite get there. That's Penguin.
I do like it because it's something different for Nolan North. It's different from his usual voices. Like I always like Troy Baker stuff that's far away from Troy Baker stuff. Like when he's British Troy Baker's quite fun. Stuff like that.
Nolan North makes a good Superman, actually, in some of the TV specials of Lego Superman.
I think Nolan North is the Nathan Fillion of video game voice work.
How dare you, sir?
He does. He's quite good at the square-jawed hero stuff, which is why the Nathan Drake stuff is so good, because it's kind of a subversion of that stereotype.
He's also a damn good Deadpool. He's the only person I've known do Deadpool and tackle the three voices in his head, two narration boxes version of Deadpool.
I'm not a huge fan of two narration box Deadpool.
But he pulls it off in the game. Like they sound like the same voice with three distinct.
I've not played the game because every second of footage I've seen in the game has made me go, nope, don't want too much of that. I'd rather claw my ears off. It's so irritating. It's so irritating. You
do realise you spend lots of free time with me. The game is nothing in comparison to that.
Yeah, I've got prosthetic ears.
The game's like, oh, I just wonder why they were blue.
No,
I did wonder why they were peach coloured, but on the outside of your blue rubber helmet, Mr. Captain America from the 90s.
To be fair, I was concerned. About. I'm just going to ride over that. I was concerned about.
So did the costume designer on that movie.
I was concerned about.
Why don't we just make holes for his ears? We'll just sculpt rubber ears. No one will notice.
I was concerned about the Deadpool movie until that came out, and then I loved that. I watched it twice in the last week.
Good God. Good God, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the medically safe amount.
But every time I see the footage of that game, and I've seen a big chunk of playthrough footage from like the early part of the game, and it's just
it's a hack and slash that eventually
it's not
gets
even the
really
gameplay.
boring.
It's just the humour is just so relentlessly annoying. I was like, I have no interest in playing that. So yeah, that's my views on the Deadpool game. I'm Nolan North's.
I'm going to get you high and make you play it.
No, you're not.
It's not
going to happen.
It is. So, Big Damn Stream coming soon. Big Damn Toke. So, moving on from Batman, Suicide Squad Montrago. Those teasers are actually making me feel a little more excited about this movie. And I think it's because they're not focusing on, as the controversial opinion, the Joker.
Oh, God.
The more they focus on the team, the more I'm excited for it.
Yeah, the less I see of Jared Leto's Joker, the more interested I am in that movie. The more I see of Jared Leto's Joker, the less interested I am in that movie.
It's weird, isn't it? Show me more glimpses of Batfleck on top of a moving car. Show me more glimpses of Jai Courtney sticking his tongue out and trying to lick his own mutton chops. Show me more glimpses of Will Smith's version of Floyd Lawton, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I kind of like. I like the fact that Will Smith has Will Smith Deadshot, but it's Will Smith in R rating territory, not PG-13.
Has Will Smith?
It's like he's sort of gone, I'm gonna be a little bit edgier now.
Has Will Smith Deadshot, or is Will Smith Deadshot Will Smith?
I think it's the former and the latter.
Deadception.
That was the sound of him shooting himself from another rooftop. Ricochet.
Yeah, Suicide Squad looks like Suicide Squad.
Killer Croc was pretty boss.
The trailer's very colourful. The Killer Croc makeup looks really interesting. The character designs.
Diablo looks pretty sweet.
He looks like a cool character. He's still over designed, but looks like it might be quite kind of fun.
Notice the lack of marketing based around Katana.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand it for Slipknot, because let's be perfectly honest, he's going to be the first one to die.
Straight away.
He's going to die. But even Rick Flagg's getting some spotlight now. Which makes sense, because he's meant to be the one who's wrangling the team when they're on missions.
But it's also ironic, because he's the least charismatic actor in the universe.
Who is it? Mr.
That one.
No charisma.
Rick Flag is the RoboCop dude.
Oh, right, okay. I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you mean.
His name escapes me. And then Captain Boomerang is Jai Courtney.
But then Will Smith is in the movie, Charisma Machine.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn looks interesting, but as we said a few weeks ago, looks like they've kind of
missed
the point of the character. Yeah, and they're just playing up the whole, oh look, she's barely clothed. Why?
She's naked.
Though I will admit, in those little teaser images that they're putting out now, we had a look at some of these promo ones just before we started recording. The comic book graphic pop art stuff at the beginning, where all the actors have basically been given a moment, it's like a costume testing almost, like they sort of do a little action and then it freezes and then the promo begins. The shot of her walking toward camera, just like popping gum, looking like carrying the bat, and it looks like she's about to hit you. It's like, oh, there's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And then the footage began, and it was like, now she's bending over and the camera's lingering on her ass and. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, well done. I mean, Harley Quinn isn't a role model, so I'm never like they should shoot her like a hero, because she shouldn't be.
She's not a hero.
But at the same time, you don't have to treat her entirely like a sex object. So there we go.
Which it feels like they're doing.
Yeah, but hey, at least Amanda Waller is Jai. Oh wait, no, she's not. Okay. I just don't want to. I want to go and see that movie and have a really good time. But also somehow have it so that my brain and eyes and ears completely white noise out the Joker.
Which is not something I thought I'd say about the Joker.
I know, right? We should be excited as all hell.
New Joker, but then everything they've shown of him just looks awful.
Yeah, just all like, oh, look at him, he's basically a wannabe gangster. That's his thing. Look at the way he's dressed, and look at the grills, and
look at his pimp coat.
Oh.
Look at the Joker's pimp coat.
All of his outfits. It's like, are you telling me this dude's been around for 20 years fighting the Affleck version of Batman? I don't believe that for a goddamn second.
He would be dead straight away.
Not only would he be dead, if he's been around 20 years, he would. It looks like he's just shown up, basically. It looks like he's just rocked up, and that makes me sad, because you and I are destined to do this forever. The one who had a one and done movie even said that, and oh, good lord. But the promos look promising, and who knows, maybe it'll Ghostbusters us. Maybe it'll Ghostbusters us right in the face, and we'll be like, actually quite like that. Who knows? I think the difference is we want this one to be really good.
I really want Suicide Squad to be good, because Warner Brothers need a good DC movie after Batman vs Superman. It was not. They need a hit, or it's going to fall apart.
Speaking of falling apart, my pants have come off.
Every now and then I fall apart. Sorry.
Speaking of falling apart, we're not going to dwell on it too long, but the internet didn't love Ghostbusters, but there are a chunk of people like ourselves who are like, no, we enjoyed it. There are also a lot of people going, it's fine. And it seems to be the most divisive movie in forever, and there are real problems in the world, guys, but, if you want to bicker about something pointless for a bit, that's fine. And, distract yourself, we only live once. But, point is, in the wake of Ghostbusters coming out, Max Landis has basically put out his entire pitch that he had written for a scene-by-scene breakdown of his version of Ghostbusters 3 that was doing the rounds behind the scenes before Amy Pascal said, no, I'm giving it to Paul Feig and he's going to reboot it. It was like 2 or 3 meetings away from this possibly being the movie we got. It was a threequel. It was kind of a soft reboot in the sense that you didn't have to have seen the other two to get it, but seeing the other two would have meant a lot to you with certain characters. we'll link it in the description here because it's worth a glance if you ever wanted to see what a what-if story would have been for that world that we left behind after 2 films.
Which is pretty much what all Max Landis scripts are at this point.
Yeah.
It feels like every movie that's ever been made that was kind of terrible, Max Landis wrote a treatment for it, and after the movie comes out, he's like, "Here's my treatment that I wrote for this movie that just came out that was terrible, but I wrote a treatment for it that was really good. Look at my haircut." And then you read it and go, "Actually, that's a pretty good script, but A, it's probably unfilmable.
B, it didn't happen, did it?
It didn't happen. And C, did you actually write this back then, or is this something you knocked up because you didn't like the movie?"
I think it is a thing he wrote back then because this one has been doing the rounds for a while but also because he does tend to, he will claim if he's written something new. Force Awakens, for example, he really didn't like Force Awakens. And last week, I've still not read this, but last week, the finished thing, but I read these tweets. Last week he tweeted that as a warm, because everyone always said, "Do you think you could do it better?" And I'm like, no, because I don't think I could do it based on the sort of film they wanted to make. But as a warm-up, one day last week, he wrote the first, 7 pages of what he would have written for a Star Wars 7. So I think he would, if it was something he'd written after the fact, he would brag about it and be like, "Well, this is what I would have done." Whereas these ones, it's like, "Oh, I passed this around." And
I feel like he's been attached to every major franchise movie of the last 5 years, 5 to 7 years, at some point.
You saying you should just concentrate on Dirk Gently?
No, I think. I think people should just leave Dirk Gently alone.
Well, you say that, but next week when we talk about San Diego Comic-Con stuff, we'll probably have to talk about the preview footage of Dirk Gently. So, yeah. Mince and Tatties, if you want to read it, link is below in the description. Now, maybe SDCC next week, but over this past weekend, it was SWC. Yep.
Social...
No?
Wisdom...
No.
Craps?
Yes. Star Wars Celebration!
Yay!
The first ever Star Wars Celebration in the UK as well, because naturally, most of the actors and the sets and the costumes are all over here now.
What is this Star Wars thing of which you speak?
It's it's got like a flat ship.
It happened a long time ago.
William Shatner was in it or something, I don't know. Tell me, Matthew, tell me of the celebration.
So Rogue One's coming out this year.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Aren't they all Star Wars stories?
Aren't we all?
Aren't all stories Star Wars, or all Star Wars stories?
Well, they always say that there's no new stories under the sun. They've all been told, and Star Wars apparently happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So technically, any story ever since has just been a rip-off of Star Wars.
There's no new stories under the Twin Suns. So
nicely done.
Love the new poster. I'm going to show Chris this lovely new poster.
Oh, that is a lovely new poster.
Of the Death Star on a beach, and then running rebels, and yeah, it looks good.
It's kind of cool to see them on a beach.
There's a new teaser trailer.
You don't think of beaches being in Star Wars. It looks really cool to see them on a beach.
I know, right? I bet the whole planet's like that, though. Because that's what Star Wars is like.
Can we move there?
All planet is... Every planet in the Star Wars universe...
This planet's a desert planet. This planet's a nice planet.
That's one biome.
This one's a moon, but it's a forest moon. So I'm not quite sure how it acts as a moon, because it's covered in green things.
The forest moon of Endor.
Oh.
It's not Endor.
I'm going to hand it over now to other people.
And just give it to me, Chris.
I'm going to hand it over to other people.
George,
see if they can...
George,
yes.
Go away.
Okay.
Go away.
Okay.
Go and write Red Tails 2. It's never going to get made. Go away.
So, JJ, what planets have you come up with? Well, I'm thinking a desert planet. Oh, for God's sake, JJ!
No!
Of the 3 planets we've had.
But it's like poetry. It rhymes.
It's like stanzas, rhymes. We get Jar Jar right. He's the key to all of this.
Stop. Stop it now. Right. New trailer's out for Rogue One. Well, it's not out. It was only shown at Celebration.
It has been described.
It's been described and includes the debut, the new debut again.
The second coming. The second coming.
For the third time, the first appearance of one Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, the Welsh instrumentalist.
So we
playwright.
We know we're getting Darth in Rogue One.
Played by the dude who physically was like the Ice Warrior and stuff for Doctor Who.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the Doctor Who alumni, one of their performers. And he played like the... what do you call it? Oh, God, I'm trying to remember. Basically, any tall, scary-ass monster from the last few years, apart from the 2 in the last series that were played by the same dude.
And Matt Smith.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a guy who's been Doctor Who's physically playing him, and voiced by James Earl Jones.
Yes.
Good God, yes.
James Earl Jones.
And speaking of James Earl Jones, obviously, he recently reappeared as Darth Vader in a certain TV show.
Ah, yes. Star Wars Rebels.
Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars package.
There's a
of
coffee
Rebels.
one in every one.
Star Wars.
I've been watching Rebels on and off.
Which is a bad way to treat your television, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, just the shot out. I need to get it on DVD, just watch the whole thing start to finish, because what I have watched a bit I've really enjoyed, but I don't get time to sit down and watch it as much as I'd like.
I tried to series record it on my Virgin box, and Disney XD was showing it out of sequence at the time.
Yeah, because when they repeat it, they don't repeat it.
And the episode descriptions didn't say which episode was which. So
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
I just cleared it.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
Yeah.
And sometimes the two-parters get put together as a single edit, so that's weird. But...
And it's a big but.
Season 3 trailer.
Yes.
Part of the series is skipping forward in time.
Yeah.
We've got the Kanan. There we go.
That's the one.
That's his name.
The last Padawan.
Kanan, the last Padawan. And he
Kanan the last Padawan.
looks like he's become sort of a blind Jedi Master, and Ezra is
taller
older,
and balls have dropped.
taller and older, and looking like Freddie Mercury, and also with his little mustache.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
also learning the ways of the dark side from Darth Maul in an effort to destroy the Sith from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a
So interesting how Clone Wars went. We're going to do a bit of Darth Maul. We can do a couple of Darth Maul storylines, and the Rebels have gone.
Now Darth
Yeah, we
Maul
really
is
like
everywhere.
Darth Maul. Darth Maul's going to be a big part of this show, but not
Um,
voiced by Peter Serafinowicz, which completely confuses me.
yeah.
Like he would
Right.
happily return to the role.
Would he though?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Would he?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Serafinowicz totally would.
Okay.
Because he'd be like, "Wait, you're going to give me good lines to say as Darth
He's
Maul?"
too busy training to be the Tick.
Oh, spoon. So we've got Maul. We have a giant mystic creature thing voiced by Tom Baker,
Yeah, because
which
why
just fits so well.
Why not? Because it works so well in Dungeons and Dragons.
But come on, when his voice came out in this trailer, you were sort of like, "That's Tom. Is that holy balls? That's Tom Baker."
That's Bomb Taker.
So Tom Baker and David Tennant have played characters in.
Yeah.
I think his Tennant was a robot in. Was he Rebels or was it the last series of Clone
I think it
Wars?
was Clone Wars.
Yeah, and then he's currently playing a robot in TMNT. Fugitoid.
We've also got everyone's favourite Chiss. And canon immigrant from the old expanded universe, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Hell yes.
For those who don't know...
I was just about to say the exact same sentence. That was creepy.
Yeah, but I'm better at this than you are.
It's very true.
For those who don't know...
You're also wearing more clothes.
Barely. Say it again. For those that don't know, Grand Admiral Thrawn was the main antagonist of the Thrawn trilogy of novels by Timothy Zahn. Which was it's widely regarded. I don't think it was the first, but it's widely regarded to be the kick-off in earnest of like the post Return of the Jedi canon before the Disney acquisition and Disney going, "Oh, that stuff doesn't count anymore." It's one of the few sets of old expanded universe stuff that I've actually bothered reading, because it's so well regarded, but there's so much of that stuff that basically any time the question used to come up for being, I want to get into the Star Wars expanded universe, where do I start? Everyone goes, the Thrawn trilogy. Next question.
Does the Thrawn trilogy also introduce Mara Jade?
Yes.
Yeah, and so Jean came up with that character as well.
Yes.
Another fan favourite that everyone's
Yes.
like, please work her into it
Yeah.
somewhere. And I guess Ryan Johnson will probably hint as to whether or not she existed.
I don't know if I'd like Mara Jade in there. I think if Mara Jade was going to be in there, we'd have already seen her in some of the spin-off material because of if it was going to be the same, if she was going to have the same sort of relationship to the old regime and the Emperor that she does in the old expanded universe, I think we would have seen her already we would definitely have seen her in Kieran Gillen's Darth Vader comic, because that deals with some of the stuff that is Mara Jade's backstory in the old expanded universe, and she's not around in Kieran Gillen's Darth Vader show.
So what you're saying is
Darth Vader comic.
what you're saying is the sexy redhead evil Jedi of the old lot is now gone, and we don't have any sexy redheaded evil Jedis.
Yes.
But we do have a sexy blue British alien man in a tight white uniform.
Yes.
I'll take what I can get.
So Thrawn is back, not only in Rebels though.
He's also getting a novel by Timothy Zahn.
called Thrawn
Recanonising,
in the same
yeah.
style as Tarkin.
Yeah.
So there's going to be this continuous series, I'm assuming, of books based on these figures who aren't like the main players, who are going to be getting their own novels.
And I don't think he's going to occupy the same place in the canon as he used to. He's not going to be like one of the leaders of the Imperial Remnant post-Jedi.
It looks like he's going to be... His reign is going to exist between 3 and 4 for the most part.
Which would make sense, because if that was the place they were putting him in, he'd have already appeared in Chuck Wendig's Aftermath novels.
Yes.
The second of which has also given spark to new theories about who Snoke is.
Jesus H. Wellington.
Like, there's a character in the second Aftermath novel, Life Debt, which now Aftermath novels are like the official Return of the Jedi stuff.
I need to read this. I've got a
read
Road
any
to
of
the
the
Force
novels,
Awakens novel, but I've not got an Aftermath one. I've got the Greg Rucka one that leads into the film.
But Aftermath, the second novel deals with a character called, I think his name's Gallius Rax, who's recruited by the Emperor as a child because he can resist the Emperor's attempts to influence and probe his mind.
Right.
So he's clearly some kind of Force sensitive.
Yeah, the Emperor's like, you've got a bit of something about you.
And then he as he develops as an agent, he sort of shows a affinity for recruiting children and indoctrinating them to his cause, and then he's entrusted with the Emperor with a secret mission.
Mission or something
that's got something to do with the legacy of the Empire itself, and also has some connection with Hux's father, who was also involved with the formation of the First Order.
Okay.
So
which explains why Hux is such a suck-ass, basically.
Yeah.
It's like his dad was part of the legacy, and he's trying to...
Well, he was born into it, from what
I wonder if Domhnall Gleeson knew that when they were shooting
Probably
episode 7, or whether they just
not.
went, be a screamy Nazi man.
Although I know the actors do have some sort of influence on that, because it was Poe Dameron was revealed to have been born and raised on Yavin 4.
Yes, what's it called? Shattered Empire, which I read as an overall 6-issue series, not amazing.
It's only 4, isn't it?
Well, it might be. I just got it as a trade, but it's not. It's not particularly amazing. It's kind of weirdly paced.
No.
However, it's full of just these little bits of things.
Yeah,
you go,
yeah.
Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, they didn't eat the stormtroopers. No, fair enough. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that, including the conception of Poe Dameron.
Yes. But that suggestion came from lovely Oscar. Sweet Oscar.
Sweet, beautiful Oscar
Sweet,
Isaac.
beautiful Oscar Isaac.
Sweet, may we gaze upon those eyes and sit upon thine face, Oscar Isaac.
It was like, that's the kind of climate that Oscar himself is descended from, so it would make... it makes sense. Well, no, but it's that kind of sort of...
How old is he?
Because he's Latin American, it's that kind of...
How old is he? Oh my god, he is En Sabah.
He isn't. Oh god, no.
Do you think that was a naked, bald Poe Dameron that was hijacked at the start of that movie?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
And he survived.
And then he became a mediocre villain.
Sweet Oscar.
Sweet, silky smooth.
So yeah, that's
Oscar Isaac, you lovely dude.
So I think the actors definitely have some kind of influence on that stuff. So yes, we've got New Rebels, we've got Thrawn, we've got Rogue One. Loads of information came out about Rogue One. Some really designs. There's a Rogue One novel, which is a prequel novel that James Luceno's writing. James Luceno wrote a lot of old Expanded Universe stuff.
So basically what Disney are doing is they're going, hey everybody, we're really sorry for those who were really invested in the Expanded Universe so that we had to make it non-canon. But it's legacy, so, it's the idea, it's kind of like an alternate universe. Like, if you want to read that one, you can read that one. But obviously what we do over here. A sort of like an apology stroke, friendly gesture. We're going to recruit all your favourite writers to work on the new stuff. So, we cool? We cool? I think that is awesome of them. They've not just sort of pushed all of that aside. They've gone, right, we have to tidy things up for our plans going forward. We need the freedom to do that. But hey, look, you guys appreciate Thrawn. He's coming over to us. You guys appreciate these authors. They're coming over to us. Yeah. So good on them. There was a Battlefront news as well. There's a new stuff from Battlefront.
We're getting a Death Star expansion. There's going to be a trench run segment in it, because of course there is. There's also going to be a Rogue One DLC, which is going to be the final bit of DLC for the game. So then it'll actually be finished, and it'll only cost about £110 to buy the whole damn thing, which is why I still haven't bothered with Battlefront, because god damn, you want how much? How much? And you're not even giving me a single player campaign? What the fuck is wrong with you, EA? Jesus! So yeah, that's why I haven't got Battlefront yet. And every bit of Battlefront news I see is like, DLC comes out, like, well, this should have been in the game to start with. Oh, that should have been in the game.
If you're not going to give us a single-player campaign, you need to give us the most ginormous multiplayer game imaginable so that we would go, okay, I'll buy it. Because at least if there's one mode I don't like, there's probably going to be about 1,000 that I love.
Like, I played a chunk of it at my friend's after it came out, because he's a big Star Wars nut, so he bought it straight away. I'm like, well, it's a fairly decent multiplayer first-person shooter with a Star Wars skin and really boring maps. And then there's a bit of fighter stuff in it, but you can only be an X-wing or a TIE fighter.
Mm-hmm.
There's only about 2 maps for that, and it's not as good as Rogue Squadron.
We're gonna have to get a memory card and a copy of Battlefront 2 from the PS2, and have a go at that. Oh my god, bring them round.
No, I haven't got Battlefront 2. I've got Battlefront.
Oh, well, that's also fun. But Battlefront 2's got like the stuff where you can fight in Mos Eisley and everything.
I've also got Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader for the GameCube.
You handsome devil.
Yes, I have. Yes, I am.
God,
we should stream it on the big damn stream.
The technology we've recently acquired means that we can do so many new games from so many different consoles. So we may have to show these youngsters what a good Battlefront game actually looks like.
But there's a bunch of good Star Wars stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
EA also said, we got other Star Wars games coming out at some point.
Like Battlefront 1.5.
In 2017, probably 2018 maybe, and then the Visceral game's coming out, like, at some point. Fine, EA, whatever.
Twitch, everyone just goes, why did you kill LucasArts?
Boo! Boo!
Go on, Yother!
Boo, EA! Boo!
What was the one that we were meant to get and then we didn't?
Star Wars 1313.
Isn't it weird how, surely there could have been a way that Disney could have continued the funding and development of that so that we at least got that and then everything else changed. Do you know what I mean?
No, that wasn't possible.
Considering how far along it was.
That wasn't impossible. You know why that wasn't possible?
Why?
Because people are idiots.
Because EA wanted...
EA want it all. They want it all. They'd rather burn something than share it.
Some people are in this for the good games. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
We also got, what else did we get? Finally had confirmation that Alden Ehrenreich is the new Han Solo.
Yes, I watched, there was sort of like a...
he looks like a young...
The last panel of the weekend, I watched a bit of. It was an interview with like Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson. And then they get...
Lord and Miller added the directors for that. I didn't
yeah,
know
well,
that,
then they get those guys out and Alden Ehrenreich, is that his name?
I think it's Ehrenreich.
They get him out. And then John Boyega pops up for a bit, and then Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill come out, both with their dogs, both mad old bastards.
I love them both. I love them so much.
And it's a really fun thing, but watching it, I was like, I really like Ryan Johnson. I like his approach.
Ryan Johnson.
It's different from JJ, but in a way where it's like, so it'll be interesting to see what happens coming from this guy. Okay, that's cool. We also learned that Colin Trevorrow has already begun pre-production on episode 9, and that Ryan Johnson had actually started working episode 8 early into the production of episode 7.
I'm still not sold on the idea of Colin Trevorrow directing episode 9.
No.
Because Jurassic World was just so...
As long as he's not writing or is in charge of the story of it, I kind of hold out hope. Because I think there was some sequences in Jurassic World that looked really good, pacing-wise. It was genuinely kind of thrilling. But there was also like a lack of story and characters.
Yeah, it was just... And also the way they... that poor assistant character...
McGrath's character just getting
savaged
in a way where it would only
really mean-spirited
in a way where it only really would sort of feel worth it if she'd have been horrible earlier
but she
on.
wasn't. She was just trying to do a job, and then she just got savaged for it. It was like, I didn't.
And the behind-the-scenes features for that, they're like, we have like the most horrific dinosaur takedown ever, and it's like, what do you mean dinosaur takedown? Do you know what the most horrific one ever up to that before that point was, as far as I'm concerned? It was when the lawyer gets eaten on the toilet.
And he was kind of a dick, so...
And it's devastating because, it's sort of like a bit of a ha-ha, because it's a joke at kind of the stereotype of lawyers. He's a bit of an arsehole, and also it's just this horrifically sad situation. So even if you didn't like him, you kind of feel sympathetic and sorry for him, because he's just been eaten whilst on the toilet.
Yeah.
Let's shred the assistant to pieces.
He wasn't on the toilet. He was hiding in the toilet.
Hiding
his pants around his ankles
on the toilet, in the toilet.
He wasn't bending one off while he got eaten. He wasn't.
T-Rex just goes hum. He
wasn't interrupted mid poop.
Could you have finished first? Couldn't you have cut that long?
No.
So
No.
yes, but at this panel, and the thing is, I like Alden Ehrenreich because I've only ever seen him in one thing, and I really enjoyed him in it. I saw him in
I've still not seen
Hail
Hail
Caesar.
Caesar.
He's really good in it.
I've seen that scene
in a movie that's kind of by the end of it. It's like
because they had that
he's
scene
really, really good
in the what that scene. One of the trailers was just the scene.
You mean the Would the Twerso scene? I have good news for you, my friend. I have good news for you. The trailer is about 2/3 of that scene.
Oh my god!
It's carefully edited.
Oh my god!
The scene itself is a bit longer
Because that trailer,
and
which is just that
immaculate.
scene, had just had me pissing myself.
No, start again. Would the Twerso simple?
Tripping me.
Would the just tripping?
Would it were simple?
No,
Tripping me.
don't look up there. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Don't say tripping
Would
me.
the were
So good.
simple? But he was great in that. So I was like,
to
when
watch
they
Hail
announced his
Caesar.
casting, I was like, I can kind of see that.
Mm.
There's a guy online who everyone was championing called Anthony Ibruger, I think, who does Harrison, like he's an actor, but he can do a spot on impression of Harrison Ford. To the point where but to the point where he played a younger version of Harrison Ford's character in a film that came out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And in that, he wasn't doing an impression, but he obviously, in his head, he keeps
because
the tones and everything in his head when he's doing it, so it kind of shines through.
That's the thing I think you need to worry about in a situation like that. It's not just doing a Harrison Ford impression.
Yeah. But at the same time,
that does not a good performance
when you see Aaron thingy, when you see his smirk, you're like, oh, that's yeah. Now this panel, it was an edit of highlights from it. When he comes out, he's kind of quiet and a bit like he doesn't want to be there, and not in an uncomfortable way, in a really, are we doing this kind of way?
Yeah, we're doing this, Holden.
Which is weird because that made me go, wow, you're just
like Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford pre-recent years, perhaps, but just like Harrison Ford, Harrison Ford pre-weed, and when John Boyega comes out and he's really excitable and he's sort of like, they said, have you guys met? And he's like, yeah, we met before and stuff. And he's like, you're Han Solo, man, that's amazing. He so gives him like a big hug and he's like, oh, mate, you're gonna have so much fun. I've got to come. Please let me come and watch some filming.
I love John Boyega so much.
Oozing with enthusiasm. And Aaron Reich's just sort of like, yeah, okay, yeah. And it's really like, oh, dude, crack a goddamn smile. Be happy, you moody little shite. You're one of the coolest characters in the history of genre cinema. Ugh. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And I'm still intrigued as to where they're going to go next with the Solo, because I'm guessing guessing that's the next one after Episode 8 is. It's probably not going to be called Han Solo, a Star Wars story. It's probably going to be called something else, a Star Wars story. And the marketing will heavily, obviously, show, oh, this is about Han Solo.
It's going to be Han Solo, subtitle, a Star Wars story.
Han Solo, Chewie's in it also, subtitle.
It's going to be about him defecting from the Empire and meeting Chewie. That's what it's going to be about. Yeah. Because that's the only Han Solo story that you need to tell.
And it would be awesome.
Yeah.
People keep saying, like, oh, it'll tie directly into New Hope. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Because then you are completely burning the bridge of suspended disbelief.
Also,
if you say that's the same dude. Yeah, but also if you're saying that that's the same dude in the scene in the canteen.
No, he needs to be young Han Solo.
We're talking, this story needs to be set at least 3 or 4 years before New Hope.
He's in his late 30s, early 40s in New Hope.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's in his mid-20s.
Is he?
Yeah.
Looks older.
Maybe
he's just wizened.
Maybe he is. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, the did so simple.
So I think... Whether it worse is sample.
I think that... No, dear boy. Would that it were so simple.
Whether it worse is sample.
Would that it were so simple. Oh, God, Lucy showed me Grand Budapest Hotel the other day.
That's a very good film.
Ray finds that is so good. Oh, he's so good in that movie.
I sleep with all my friends, darling.
He's just excellent in that film.
So
Edward Norton's great in that movie. Willem Dafoe is...
Oh, my
Jeff
days.
Goldblum's bloody good in it.
Did you just...
Adrian Brody is... Oh, okay, right. We're
Did you just throw my cat out of the window?
Until this continues her transformation into the new Johnny Depp.
She's amazing.
I can't act unless I have a pair of stupid teeth, age makeup, or a daft hat on.
I don't know. She's pretty great in that.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Tim Burton to be like, you're my new prodigy, and for them to wear each other out.
Oh God, that's a horrible mental image. Now, let's get away from the Grand Budapest Hotel, because we're so far off topic, and get back to the big thing that's happened this week.
Yes. I caught my wrist on an iron last Friday, and the burn mark blistered today. And it was really weird.
Not what I meant.
Ouch.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's alright. I mean, you did, but...
Well, yeah, not there.
Just not there.
Stop it!
Oh.
Silence!
It's a good job they can see what we're doing because
Christopher.
they know it's not incriminating.
Christopher,
Yes.
Pokemon Go came out.
Ding 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 ding.
Sorry. Pokemon Go allegedly came out. Because I don't think you can call a release a proper release when the game doesn't fucking work!
Well, that's our review of Pokemon Go. Goodbye, everybody.
That first day, I met you coincidentally.
Yeah, by
We
sheer
both
coincidence.
gone to the same Pokespot. I spent a whole day trying to get my streaming gear working, so I was already pissed off. I eventually got it working later, though.
Huzzah!
It's all good now. And then I saw, Pokemon Go is out. I'll download it, and I'll have a walk and clear my head, do some Pokemoning. No.
No, didn't happen.
No.
Did not happen.
Not what happened. It was fine until I got to the Pokespot I met you at. And then it just stopped working. I'd boot it up, I'd catch a Poke.
Sorry, I was just healing my Bulbasaur.
Do you need to answer that?
No. It was an email. It was out of my control.
So, I catch a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Spearow, I believe.
The ball closes. Nothing. Just hangs there. And you see that little... That I've come to dread. I see it in my sleep. I see it in my nightmares. That little white spinning ball in the top left corner that means it's trying to ping the server. Just see that. That's all you see. Reboot it. Doesn't connect. Force close the app. Doesn't connect. That's it. And that's what it was for the rest of the day. It was just like... Oh, it works for 5 seconds and it crashes again. And it's got, oh no.
This was Thursday. That was my Friday. Because I was doing... Mine was still working, like, when we were, like, walking around. Yours was crashing like crazy. I was still seeing Rattatas and everything. And then Friday, on my way to Piccadilly Station in Manchester, it worked fine. And then once I got on the train, like, with Wi-Fi and everything, just wasn't working. Just constant white ball in the corner. Do you know what we need? We need some soothing music to make us feel better.
No.
Soothing sounds.
Don't do it.
Calming
I
noises.
turn the music off. It's so bad. It's so loud. It's so loud.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it, though?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh.
And now to make sure Nintendo don't copyright claim us, we need to sing Chains of Love. So there's all that. Thank God for him.
I mean, the big thing about it is, I mean, I've got it working intermittently over the last week. I've not bothered with it today. Really. But also because it drinks your phone's battery like it's Crystal Pepsi. I mean, it goes through that shit.
Oh, God.
There's no mercy. No mercy.
The weird thing is, you could probably still drink Crystal Pepsi now.
Well, Crystal Pepsi's been relaunched.
Oh,
that's why I bring it up. I'm talking about. I'm getting to the zeitgeist, Chris. Current events. Come on.
Or maybe it is just the old supplies and all the chemicals in it kept it alive this entire time. Or dares to dream.
Oh God.
We don't.
It goes through your battery like there's no like Billy-O. I mean,
like William O.
Oh God. It's just every time you throw a ball, you live in fear of it losing because. The amount of times it pings the server, I feel like the only thing it actually downloads on the app is the game engine and the art assets. Because the amount of times it has to ping the server, I feel like all the calculation is done on server side. Like nothing is done on the phone end.
Are you trying to say that if somebody wanted to just easily hack into said server, they could do it? And stop everybody from playing it for at least 2 days approximately over the course of the weekend. And then claim responsibility for the hack on the Monday evening. And just get a response that basically calculates everybody on the planet going, why?
Why?
You killjoys.
Because there's a lot of killjoys about Pokemon. There's a lot of people... There's a wonderfully trite and po-faced article about how Pokemon Go was just like a consumerist sort of tool. And if you enjoyed it, you were intellectually devoid. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's
all the people who go, oh, if you're playing it, you're a zombie and you just fall in there.
It's like, it's a game.
Oh,
it's fine.
I'm so sorry that I'm going on walks to places I may never have explored before, bumping into other people, awkwardly laughing, starting joking with them because we all know we're doing the same thing.
Then giving them a quick hand job.
Start trading stories. Sorry, what have you been doing?
Oh, sorry, I'm Pokemon dogging. No, so
Pokemon go down. Just like the servers.
So, oh man, here's the thing. I get the concept of
those
the game.
servers go down more than the inhabitants of the nearest brothel.
I'm okay with the concept of the game. I think in execution, it's fucking terrible.
Yes.
It's a bad game.
Yes.
The Pokemon combat, piece of shit.
Oh yeah, do you know what?
Doesn't work.
I've barely gymmed, and I'm like, wait, I just have to tap them and swipe sideways.
If you can get into a fight, it doesn't work.
Turn-based combat needs to be implemented into.
But then turn-based combat wouldn't work because the amount of times I'd have to ping the server, you'd never get through a full fight because the servers would crash after 3 turns.
Yeah, good point.
The amount of times I've managed to come across a decent Pokemon, get it in the ball, as soon as that ball closes, doesn't rock, doesn't flash, game just freezes.
I'd say out of about 80 odd catches I've made, about 23, 24
I think
have done that.
It's easily half for me.
Good lord.
Easily half of my catches have ended in a hard freeze.
Mind you,
haven't forced closed
at the weekend,
and then it takes me 4 or 5 attempts to restart the fucking app and reconnect.
At the weekend, the location I was working from, I had sort of like a room for me to put my notes and everything in and have lunch in, and it was slap bang in the side of this building overlooking the town square, and there were 2 points of interest in the town square that were Pokestops, and throughout the day, and I'm assuming it's local businesses doing this, throughout the day they were just constantly activating laws. So whenever I went upstairs to this room, I'd go, oh, check my phone, and I caught something in that room every damn time. So that, I think, the server managed to... Maybe it was because I had a decent Wi-Fi connection in the building, maybe? I don't know if it was a little stronger because of that.
I think it's just luck.
Or Wales is just,
I think it's just luck, because I cannot get on there for love nor money. It doesn't like me. Or it works for 5 minutes and then just dies again. Or I'll be... The worst one, where you're just on the map screen, and then this touchscreen just stops responding.
Yeah, I've had that. Oh, go and you tap something, and it can't decide if it's loading or not loading.
Your menu icons work. Like, you can look at your Pokemon, you can look at your trainer, but you can't touch anything on the map. You can't touch your Pokespot, you can't touch your Pokemon.
As far as the problems go...
And then a fucking Electabuzz will pop up, and you can't fucking touch him, and then you have to force close the app, and then you reopen the app, and he's gone, because it took you 5 attempts to get the fucking app reconnected after you force closed it.
So Matt's enjoying Pokemon Go.
Look, you know what I do when Pokemon Go crashes on me? I go with my bag, I get my 3DS, and I play an actual fucking Pokemon game. I boot up Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and I actually play a Pokemon game.
Oh wait, you said an actual Pokemon game.
Actual Pokemon game.
Sorry,
no. Not even an actual Pokemon game. An actual game. It's an actual game because it actually works. Like, someone at Niantic got this app, they ran it, and the QA team came back and they reported, you know what? Work as intended. So apparently, they don't intend it to fucking work, ever. Doesn't work! It does not work. And when it does work, it sucks. Now, I'm glad y'all are having fun with it. I like Pokemon as much as the next guy. I'm happy that people are into Pokemon and having fun with Pokemon. You enjoy Pokemon Go, it works for you. You're happy to put up with the 5 or 6 attempts it takes to reconnect every time it fucking crashes on you, which it does every 5 minutes. You know what? More power to you. My opinion, this game's a piece of shit, and Niantic need to do some serious work before they fucking can call this a success. Because what's going to happen now, over the next couple of weeks, if this continues and the servers don't continue to promote, people are going to lose interest and they're going to walk away from the game. And I think you could have something really fun on your hands here if you get people out and about, you get people together, coming together socially, and you introduce trading mechanics and proper PvP that's not just asymmetric gym battles. Actually, take all the things that are great about the Pokemon games that already exist on handheld fucking consoles and implement them into a mobile game that actually, works. You can have something really special on your hands. But at the moment, it's a broken mess. So if you're having fun with it, fine. Great, more power to you. But it is shit. Let's just get that straight. But you know what's not great about the Pokemon Go phenomenon?
Go on.
People are being real stupid.
Oh god, yes.
People are being really
Lord,
stupid.
Yes, there is some dumb shit going on.
So there are multiple reports. Multiple people
multiplying.
Multiple people think, I'm behind the wheel of my automobile. I'm driving to a place. I'm on a road with other cars. But you know what? I'm going to get my phone out. Which is illegal.
By the way.
At least in this country, and I think in America as well.
Pretty much every country.
You get your phone out. Any country with any fucking common sense, so probably not America. I want to get my phone out.
To all of our American listeners, you know it's true.
Don't even try and deny it. I mean, hey, our country. Oh, look at the situation we're in. We ain't doing much better. Look, here's the thing. You're behind the wheel of the car. You think, you know what? I'm gonna get my phone out.
Whip it right.
You already done fucked up, son. You already done fucked up.
You done fucked up.
You know what? You get that phone in your hand. You go, I'm gonna boot up Pokemon Go. Well, 2, you fucked up twice. Oh, we're not doing well here. Then you're on Pokemon Go. You're in your car, and I bet you think. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking. Oh, I'm going. I'm traveling a real distance here. I'm gonna get myself some steps on my eggs. Hatch some more eggs. Well, son, you done fucked up 3 times. Because if you're going more than like 20 miles per hour, that doesn't register as steps to your eggs because you're going too damn fast. Because one thing they did design into the game, apart from it working, they forgot to put that bit in. But one thing they did put in it was that it knows that if you're travelling over a certain speed, you're probably in a car.
Yeah.
So it's not going to count your steps.
Yeah.
Now, so you think you're getting your steps and your eggs, and you're not. So that's 3. That's 3 fuck-ups. Doing real well, son. Here's what happens after that. Pokemon pops up. Let's say it's a Pikachu. In the middle of the fucking road. You go, I'm going to catch that shit. Well, son, you done fucked up 4 times. And you don't get a 5th. Because then what happens is you crash. Or you cause a pile-up. Or you cause a traffic accident. You know why? Because you're playing Pokemon Go behind the wheel. Why would you do that? What's wrong with you?
So to celebrate this outpouring of moronic nonsense, because, let us reiterate.
Put your phone down!
If you're having fun, awesome. If this thing eventually gets fixed, brilliant. But at the same time, this game, for everyone, whether your server is down, whether your thing freezes, when you first open it, the game tells everybody the same damn thing. It says, beware of your surroundings.
Well, it doesn't say that to me. It says can't connect to the server. But
okay,
yeah.
But when it gets past that bit, eventually, after 6 days, there's a big damn picture, and the only instruction the game gives you is
be
to
aware of your surroundings.
Be aware of your surroundings. These dumb motherfuckers were not aware of their surroundings. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring forth, and we've not told each other which stories we've got, but a bunch of stories of dumb motherfuckers playing Pokemon Go. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first?
So, I guess it goes both ways. The whole road thing, because...
I thought you meant Pikachu.
I guess...
Like, well, he's an overall guy.
Also, they haven't got genders in this game yet, because it's only the original 151, and it's red and blue and yellow mechanics, so no one has genders. So you can't name your Pokemon accurately, because you don't know if they're girls or boys.
Apart from Nidoran, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that completely defy the numbering system.
Gender dimorphism. So... Girl walks out onto a highway while playing Pokemon Go and gets hit by a car.
Good God.
Teen blames Pokemon Go for a traffic accident. Not herself. Not herself for not looking before she crosses a fucking road. She didn't think, oh, you know what? Maybe I should look before I cross that road. Not like, oh, I'm really invested in catching this Pokemon. I'm just going to walk into this road full of cars. Oh, I've been hit. Oh, should have looked across that road. No, it's like, you know what? It was Pokemon's fault. It was Pokemon's fault. And so
the invisible rat in the road nearly got me killed.
A 15-year-old girl.
Okay, so we're talking on the cusp of adulthood. Somebody who has enough sense about them. The common sense is probably not quite completely developed as of yet, but they're on their way there.
She blames the game because she said she was forced. She was forced to cross a 4-lane road to catch Pokemon on Tuesday. Oh! You were forced to, were you? What compelled you to cross the road? Huh?
Did you not know? A Nintendo employee grabbed her by the arm and pulled her across the road and then left her there in the middle of the highway.
Her mum says, kids don't just cross the highway for no reason. No shit! It's the oldest joke in the world. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To catch a freaking invisible animal.
To catch an invisible animal. Jesus.
That's mental.
Look, more than 8 people are killed and 1,161 are injured every day in the United States in crashes involving a distracted driver. I'm not sure what the figures are for the UK, but I imagine it's something similar. According to the Centre for Disease Control. Why the Centre for Disease Control are collecting evidence on car accidents, I've no idea, because last time I said a car accident wasn't a fucking disease.
Well,
And you can't control it.
I don't know. It does sound like a bit of an epidemic at this point.
And there are also other cases where the drivers are like, I'm playing Pokemon Go behind my wheel.
Herp derp derp derp.
Look.
Moral of the story is don't play Pokemon Go behind your damn wheel.
When her mum says, when she called and said she got hit by a car, I blame the game. She would not have been out of the house. My daughter is a hermit.
That sounds like a parent who's joking.
If your daughter's 15 years old...
But also baffled.
If your daughter's 15 years old, goes out the house, doesn't know how to cross the road, then you've done fucked up as a parent. You've done fucked up 5 times.
Oh, God.
Are you keeping count at home? Are you writing down that on your scorecard?
You
Your big damn scorecard?
But you can't look up 5 times.
You fucked up 5 times.
Oh, my God, that's Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
That's fuck up Yahtzee! Oh my God. It's like a reverse achievement.
God.
Well, let's go to a Pokemon encounter in a more positive place. But you know, one of my biggest pet peeves in the world is I understand that Facebook is a platform for people to share things, and I understand that people want to, you know, like the moment someone proposes, for example, they want to let everybody know.
Yeah.
When we got engaged, we didn't. We waited a day. We liked the fact that we knew for a day, and then everyone else could find out, and stuff like that. But there are people obviously like they take photos of their babies the moment they're born, doctor holding the baby and things like that. And it's like, no offence, you've written a 4 or 5 paragraph post. I know you want to share the good news with everybody, but take a moment to go and hold your damn wife and be with the baby. Just have 10, 15 minutes just with you guys, and then go, oh my God, I'm going to let everybody know. Just why you So taking that to the next level, there's a guy who caught a Pidgey whilst his wife was giving birth.
Can I just go back to the headline?
The headline of this particular article, it's on a website that I regret being on, but they had the most clear version of this story to its fullest.
Okay.
The headline is, this guy who caught a Pidgey while his wife gave birth is the true Pokémaster.
Fuck you, BuzzFeed! Fuck you!
Oh my God.
He's a true Pokémaster because he spent one of the most important moments of his life catching a fucking Pidgey.
I mean, I could understand if it was a Gyarados. So, it says Jonathan Theriot told BuzzFeed that he took a photo while he and his wife Jessica were waiting for her C-section to begin.
Oh, hold up.
Oh my God, it was
Hold up.
surgery.
Hold up.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. Well, back
So-
up now, give her brother room.
No, look at that. The guy who caught a Pidgey while his wife gave birth
is the headline.
Yeah?
Yes, that's what the headline is telling us.
took the photo while he and his wife Jessica were waiting for her C-section to begin.
So she's lay there, about to be, in no uncertain terms...
No. That's not the problem here.
Oh. Well, there's many problems here.
If her C-section has not yet begun, she is not giving birth yet. So not only does your headline make you sound like a prick, but it's not even correct. Now, I understand. I understand that criticising BuzzFeed for its lack of journalistic integrity is a little like pissing into a tornado. But I just thought I'd point that out.
The more you know.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Also, fuck you, BuzzFeed.
Well, to be fair, it's BuzzFeed, but I'm more annoyed at the guy. At this moment in time, shouldn't he be holding her hand, making her feel comfortable, saying, baby, I'll see you on the other side? No. Posted the image on Imgur, or Imgur, whatever the hell you want to call it. Imager. I read it as Urmagur. The photo has been viewed more than 500,000 times since it was posted on that day. It'll been viewed much more by now. And comments include people saying, if she's your wife, she should understand how important this Pidgey is. What's this? Your wife is hatching. Okay, that's kind of a funny joke, but still.
No, it isn't.
Your wife gave birth to a
No,
Pidgey.
it isn't!
You should be proud. And people also suggested they should call the kid Pidgey. Oh, good lord. Now, he posted a photo afterwards when the baby was born, and that doesn't look like an immediately birthed baby photo, so at least he didn't break that cardinal sin on my list. He still took a photo of him and his poorly, terrified, nervous wife, probably not even drugged up yet, maybe on the way to Happy Town, I don't know, with a goddamn pigeon. So, priorities, people. I mean, to be fair, not being run over at this point, but at the same time, maximum douche points awarded. Well done to you.
God,
please tell me there is a funny Pokemon story on your list that doesn't involve douchebaggery.
So I've only seen the headline for this one.
Oh, surprise!
I'm about to dive in.
It's like a Kinder Egg.
Well,
we're not sponsored, but if they would like to sponsor us, I love that chocolate.
Don't sponsor me, Well, they're a European company, so we won't be getting any sponsorships from them soon. Hey!
Oh wait, no, it's sad.
It's sad. So, some joker online posted in a tips and tricks thing for Pokemon Go.
Okay.
That if you microwave your phone,
oh god,
it'll help you hatch your eggs quicker.
Oh god.
And I'm showing Christopher a picture.
Oh god.
Of some poor sod that microwaved his phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Darwin Awards Lifetime Achievement Trophy this year.
Look.
Good God.
Here's the thing.
This is cut for Bieber. This is cut for Bulbasaur. That's what this is.
I refuse to believe that people are this stupid.
But there's your proof.
But something happened to that phone in that picture.
It has melted.
It fucking exploded.
Oh my god.
Look, here's the thing.
Oh, put it away.
Sorry. It's just really warm. Lithium-ion batteries are not fun things. They are like little bombs. Don't put them in a microwave. Remember when you were at school and you were in science class and your teacher dropped a little nugget of lithium into a bowl? Yeah? That's the kind of stuff that's in your phone battery. Don't heat that shit up. It will explode.
So Pokemon Go's getting dangerous. People are blowing up the goddamn phones. They're blowing up microwaves. I'm going to try and one-up that. How about getting stabbed and then continuing to play? Forest Grove. This is where the story comes from. Pokemon Go is the latest game sweeping the nation. We know that. Michael Baker was determined to catch all the Pokemon he could around 1 a.m. Monday morning.
Good for Michael Baker.
It's been the 21-year-old's dream to play his childhood game in real life. Hey, mate, at the age of 8, we all had that dream. You're not playing it in real life. Please calm down. It's been too long. Got to be the first one to catch them all, said Baker. When the game came out, Baker was set on being the best. I basically risked my life. Early Monday morning, Baker was walking in 19th and Filbert in Forest Grove to catch as many Pokemon as possible when he saw another man possibly playing the same game. I saw him go by and asked if he was playing Pokemon Go. He was like, what? I guess he wanted to battle because he came up at me with a knife, said Baker. Baker said he didn't go to the hospital because he still wanted to hunt for Pokemon and other things. Right after I was stabbed, I continued my mission for chips and beer. Other Pokemon Go players said they've seen news stories around the game. One person in Wyoming stumbled upon a body while playing, and the police in Missouri said a group used the game to rob people. We knew about that, but I'm sorry, this is a story that seems to have almost been swept under. It's a dude who got stabbed in the middle of the morning, while out and about, possibly robbed, and just carried on playing. I
don't believe that is a real story.
See, I'm not sure either, but the BBC got it verified. I know. I would like to know more, just to prove that it's genuine. I would like to know what happened. Oh God, I love that film. I would like to know what happened next. I would like to know why he didn't rush the thingy. I'm assuming the stab wound was minor, if it's real. But even so, you'd still go to the hospital. Point is, either a dude got stabbed and then still continued to play this game because he was like, oh, this is a good site for catching Pokemon and going to get a snack afterwards, or a dude made up that story thinking he would sound cool. So, that's kind of shit. On the plus side, 2 Marines playing Pokemon Go helped catch an attempted murderer suspect. Yep, this is in California, Fullerton. 2 men playing Pokemon Go helped police catch an attempted murder suspect in Fullerton. Seth Ortega and Javier Sock, both Marines, were playing the game in a park near Wilshire and Pomona Avenues in downtown Fullerton about 10:30am. Sock said his game froze and he happened to look up and noticed a man carrying a red plastic rose. Ortega and Sock said they watched the man approach a woman and her 3 children. The woman and her children quickly ran away from the man, according to the Marines. The mother called 911 while Ortega and Sock kept a watchful eye on the man. They said that they watched the man approach another woman and her 2 children, who were also playing Pokemon Go. We see the gentleman go approach them again. At this point, me and my roommate start walking across the street, and the gentleman actually walks up and touches one of the children, one of the boys, his toe, starts walking his way up his knee, Ortega explained. At this point, I'm running across the street, and a gentleman who was walking down the street does the same thing, Ortega continued. The children ran to their mother as Ortega and Zoc stayed with the man until officers arrived. Authorities said the man was arrested for child annoyance, and it was discovered that he had an outstanding warrant for attempted murder in Sonoma, California. Police said the man would be extradited to Sonoma for the attempted murder warrant. So an escaped possible murderer was fingering up a child's leg and using Pokemon Go as an excuse to have a chat with them. And only... Now, plus points for Pokemon Go, 2 Marines who were checking it out were there on the scene.
I still think Pokemon Go is the worst idea ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Well, Donald Trump's not an idea, he's more of a...
No, he's an idea that's been pushed too far. You saw the Cracked short film, which is excellent, by the way. If you've not seen it, it's amazing. You've seen it, haven't you? Oh, it's going to be a really funny joke. It's going to be a really funny joke. This one's my favourite. I got caught cheating through Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go ruined my love life. Evan... How do you say this name? Scribner. Evan Scribner. Sounds like a rejected Ghostbusters name. Evan Scribner claims he's now single after his girlfriend discovered he was cheating on her thanks to the geolocation feature in the game. Scribner told The Post his big mistake was playing the game after canoodling with an ex-girlfriend in Bushwick. The mobile game leads players to virtual creatures located in the world with the mapping software. And that means anyone snooping on a player's phone would be able to see his or her whereabouts at a given time. She saw I'd caught Pokemon whilst at my ex's house. Because, of course, when you look at your Pokemon, it says where you caught them. So she's looking through his Pokemon and going, oh, isn't that where such a body used to live? And he's like, I guess. She found out last night at my house and hasn't contacted me since then, Scribner said. Unlike Scribner, some players claim the game has given them lady luck. Pokemon Go's great for my mental health. I also got laid, said Truth Hurts Clown.
I don't see how those two things are connected.
Neither do I. The game created by Niantic and the Pokemon Company has reintroduced Pokemania and apparently also exposed this cheating scumbag.
Hey,
so,
here's the thing, guys.
Here's a ting.
Don't cheat on people. Like, you want to...
Even if they have a Snorlax in their bedroom.
You want multiple partners, that's something you need to work out with your partners. You know?
What's that called? Is it polyamory?
Polyamory.
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 Polyamory is what he wanted. He wanted polyamory.
You want to be polyamorous?
He wanted to polyamory.
Fine. But that needs to be the thing that you agree with your poke partners.
Poke partners.
You know?
That's
not just something you could... You don't just go, I'm polyamorous, and your partner has no say in it. That's not how that works.
Do that.
Yeah, that's something you need to work out with your partners.
Something we need to work on.
Why? What do we need to work on?
We need to work on a business, my friend.
Why?
Because this is the most bizarre Pokemon Go story that I have found. More bizarre than the bloated corpse being found in a river. More bizarre than those 2 idiots who climbed over a fence not looking after the cliff drop that was behind the fence.
God damn it.
Even more interesting than those 2 idiots that climbed into that cave-like tunnels, got completely lost and had to phone the police and the fire brigade to come find them. Because they're morons. No. Even better than that. There is a positive to this that we could take advantage of.
No, there isn't.
Oh, there is.
There's nothing
because
positive
you
about
can
this.
charge to train people's Pokemon for them while they're at work.
What?
If you don't have the time or can't be bothered to play the game, why not hire a trainer to do it for you? New York University graduate Ivy Saint... What? Yeah, Ivy said, I've placed an advert... Well done, BBC. Just to reiterate, this is on BBC Newsbeat, and already... Typing errors.
Ivy St. Ive, I think that's supposed to be.
Ivy St. Ive placed an advert on Craigslist offering her services for $20 an hour, which has since been deleted. She offered to walk around the city for 4 hours at a time catching creatures and giving hourly updates. Ivy knows her stuff. She has a tattoo of Golbat and has been playing the game since 1997 and is already a level 15 trainer on
Well,
Go.
shit! Give her all 8 badges! Make her the Pokemon League champion! She's got a tattoo of Golbat!
A man in Baltimore is also offering to drive people around for $25 an hour so they can catch Pokemon, while another entrepreneur is offering rides around Portland, Oregon for $30 per person for 2 hours.
I'd also like to say that playing Pokemon since 1997 has no bearing on Pokemon Go because they're different fucking games. It's not the same thing, son!
You've been taking your carry pills again.
Oh, man!
See?
This is how far Pokemon Go gets up my nose!
You've got your reservations about Pokemon Go. It's completely understandable, but you could be making coins, son. You could be making bank.
No.
You could say to some poor bugger, can I have your phone? And they'll go, yes, because that's how gullible we are now. And you could walk around with their phone for 3 hours. You could catch them a bunch of Rattatas. You could earn 30 quid. You could go home. You could cry into your own pants.
I do that.
Presumably you use them to mop your tears. We all do.
I cry myself to sleep every night as it is, Christopher.
Yeah, but now you can do it to the sounds of... I'm not going to play it
I've been
again.
doing that since 1999.
So we've asked you guys for some of your Pokemon stories, your Pokemon Go stories. See whether you've been having fun with it, whether you've been having faults. And I've got to say, some of y'all are bullshitting. Some of you are definitely telling lies.
You hit me with these stories.
So I'm going to give you the Pokemon stories I've been given.
Yeah.
And you tell me if they're bullshitting.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Over on Twitter, Nervesphere Game. Not really my Pokemon Go story, but I witnessed it. Me and my mate went out to the food market and played some Pokemon Go. He started having a seizure for seemingly no reason. He's never done this before. He then fell over, bashed his head, got a concussion, and after the ambulance showed up, he woke up and couldn't remember much at all. He's okay now. Now, I asked for Pokemon Go stories. That's not a Pokemon Go story.
1, it's not a Pokemon Go story.
No.
2, it is your story because you're telling it and you were there. 3, your friend might be seriously ill. You should probably look after him and stop playing Pokemon Go. Next one.
Okay. Next one is also on the old Twitter, and it goes as per such. This is from username Ian McLean97. Me and my sister were on a bus. She caught a rare one, and it crashed. I walked down my road my first time catching. It crashed. Used the magic smell things. I'm guessing means the incense. I can only catch 3 before it crashes.
I mean, that is a Pokemon Go story.
It's not a story. It's a series of bullet points. However, judging by your experiences...
That's exactly that. No, you don't understand. That's how Pokemon Go works. Right? That works as intended.
That's what you're telling me.
That's what the QA guy said. Works as intended. That's just the game. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Over on Instagram, Mitch97ZZZ. I was running to get Pikachu. I hit someone on a bicycle, face planted. Then my friend tried over me and broke his wrist.
Well, why were you running to get a Pikachu?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Shows up on your map, you tap it.
It comes to you.
Yeah. Secondly, I call bullshit. That sounds like a terrible silent movie.
Why were you hitting someone on a bicycle? What did they do to you?
And then why would your friend trip over your seemingly twitching, near lifeless body on the floor and break their wrist?
Y'all are mad for some Pikachus.
If these are true stories, get help.
Get help.
Jamazingi. I hatched a Pikachu, which is rare, because that means that the Pichu evolved in the egg.
Well...
So this is what
right,
this is why I
All
benefit.
right,
this is why I benefit from Pokemon Go, because to me there is nothing beyond, say, the original 250 from like the second generation of games. I'm happy to just have the first 150.
You're missing out, son.
Am I missing out
big time
on a lampshade and a coat hanger and a thing that looks like a bloody phone in a microwave? I'm not missing out at all, son.
Listen, don't you talk shit about Klefki.
The weirdest mine get is they're clearly named after 2 martial arts actors. That's the weirdest mine get.
You're missing out on Klefki. You're missing out...
No, you get those. You get those sort of in the middle of your chin.
You're missing out on Gume and Gudra.
I get those too, but I've got a cream for them.
You're missing out on Hydreigon. You're missing out on Volcarona.
Captain America's one of them.
Oh man,
and I drink that all the time.
So much stuff. So many good Pokemon, son. So many. And then some of the new ones from the Sun and Moon, which are coming out in November, look really good as well. There's like a stoner dragon called Drampa. Like a stoner grandpa dragon. It looks like the dude. He looks like the Luke dragon from Neverending Story. It's so good. I know why I love it so much. I want that game right now.
For those who maybe were doubting if Matt actually liked Pokemon, Matt freaking loves Pokemon.
Really can't wait for Sun and Moon. Fuck Pokemon Go. Next question. Next story. That's not a real story.
This isn't a story. This is a statement from my good pal Charlie. Hello, Charlie. So it turns out Drowzees are the rats of the Pokemon world, more so than actual rat ones.
So many Drowzees everywhere.
The amount of Hypnos I've seen dominating gyms is nuts.
Yeah. Well, it's because there's just so many Drowzees. It's
All them
easy to-
Drowzees.
It's like it's really easy to evolve them and power them up.
Oh, them
Yeah.
Drowzees.
It's a plague of Drowzees. Maybe it's a metaphor. The fact that we're all asleep.
We're sleepwalking.
We're sleepwalking through the world.
That or the app is eating our dreams.
Probably both.
Stan Waldron 100, I wonder what happened to the first 99, went into a woods and had to climb a tree to get a Drowzee, then fell down and broke my arm.
Well, that's what happened to the first 99.
Yeah.
Why are you climbing a tree to get a Drowzee? That's not how the game works.
You see Drowzee on your map, you tap it, you catch Drowzee.
You do not need to climb a tree, son. I'm sorry you broke your arm,
I call bullshit.
but you were being stupid.
I call bullshit. I don't even think that's a thing. I call utter bullshit on that story, I'm afraid. Maybe the previous 99 had better luck,
Yeah.
but number 100, no. I think this is a fabrication
Don't
for your own
climb
sick and twisted
trees.
delight.
Don't climb trees to catch Drowzees.
That was the motto of someone.
That ain't how this game sees
That's a word.
your position in the world.
Okay, please
son.
stop. Please stop. This one's from Pineapple
That's
Chatty.
my Poké rap.
Pineapple. This one's green. This one's green. That one's red. This one's green. It's another green one. That's another Pikachu, sort of. That's my poker rap. And Pineapple Chazzy. Hello. I was in town and someone said they found a Pikachu near our local Tesco's. So everyone ran to Tesco's. When I got there, I shoved and bashed my head on a bench.
Wait,
I got shoved and bashed my head on a bench.
what do you mean, everyone?
I didn't go there.
Everyone!
Where's that from?
Leon.
Oh, God. The professional.
Everyone?
The pineapple.
Everyone? Everyone ran to Tesco's?
Again.
Everyone in the world?
That isn't how this game works. We could be sat in the same room and my phone could be telling me that there is a Tangela, or whatever it's called, nearby, and yours could be telling you that that's not there at all, but there's an Aerodactyl somewhere.
If a Pokemon is running distance away, it ain't on your map, so you don't know where it is. So why are you running? Are you running from someone? Did you do something bad?
Are you running from your past?
Are you running from your future? Are you running from the alimony?
Oh.
Are you running from the divorce settlement? Are you running from the clowns?
I call bullshit. So, then again, if all these injuries were real, I hope you all get better soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that some of you got hurt, but
if you did get hurt.
if you did get hurt and you got hurt doing these things you said you did,
Stop it.
why?
It's not worth it.
Why are you doing that? Don't do that.
It's not worth
It's
it.
dumb.
It's not worth it,
It's
mate.
not. It's not how the game works. For one thing.
0-9 and indeed nicked.
Although to be fair, again, this is how the game is designed. Remember, this is the QA department marking it working as intended. This game fucking doesn't tell you how it works.
Oh my god, the lack of instructions.
It doesn't tell you anything.
You know,
It doesn't tell you how to throw Pokeballs. It doesn't tell you what the rings mean. It doesn't tell you that you can put spin on Pokeballs. It doesn't tell you that if you drop a Pokeball and you can still see it after it's bounced off the Pokemon, you can pick that shit back up. It doesn't tell you anything.
the amount I've wasted. You can just, if the Pokemon misses
If
the
it-
Pokemon, if you tap on it real quick, you can pick it back
If it
up.
rolls off the screen, you can't get it. But
Right.
if you can still see it, you can pick it back up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm mad.
Yeah.
I was kind of enjoying it up until this point.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I introduced it to the team I was working with this weekend at the event. They were all like, "So how does it go?" Because I'd noticed that
It doesn't.
I noticed that
It's
these,
Pokemon Stop.
I noticed that these stones outside of our hotel were classed as a Pokestop, and I clicked it, and it did the thing where they obviously want it to do this, but they haven't really, it doesn't work with everything. Where some of them have a bit of information about the thing. I clicked on it. I was like, "Oh, these stones were erected in like 1839 or whatever, and they're part of an old chapel that used to be around here." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And they were like, "Oh, so that's how it works." So 3 of them around the table all downloaded the app to give it a go. Oh, go on, we'll give it a try. All 3 of them couldn't tap on one of the starters. Not because they were incompetent, but because the game wasn't responding.
No, it's working as intended.
It wasn't reacting.
That's how it works.
What are you talking about?
That's how the game works.
No, that's not how it works.
QA came back, said that's how it works.
But
Game's fine.
This game's incomplete.
Game's fine.
Excuse
Nope.
me.
Nope.
Excuse me.
Nope.
There's the...
No, it's out. It's launched. That's Pokemon Go. That's how it works. That's how we designed it.
5 out of 5. Would Zubat again. Right. I think we need to call it a night.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my 3DS.
Yes.
I'm gonna play some actual Pokemon.
Do you know what I want to go and do?
What?
I'm going to try and get Pokemon Stadium going on the N64.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
You got me, son.
Ooh.
Let's Pokemon Go. But not on Pokemon Go, because Pokemon Go sucks.
Yeah. Pokemon go away. Come again another day.
Pokemon stop.
If you want to get in touch with us throughout the week, bigdamcontact@gmail.com. That's bigdamcontact@gmail.com. Or you could tweet either of us at themattyWhat, WATT, or at officialCDJ, TWAT. And we have got other things you can do. Big Damn Blog on Tumblr. You can listen to past episodes of this. You can go and tug one out. We'll see you later. Oh.
If you don't fall off a cliff playing after a Pikachu.
But it was level 19, so...
I hate you.